Welcome to the Learn Auto Body and Paint Show.
Hey, welcome. Let's make sure we are live tonight. Hey, everybody. Now, we are on live tonight. Thank you for getting on to the Learn Auto Body and Paint Show. If you can hear us, please type in the chat very, very quickly. That I can hear you, Tony. We can hear you. Can you guys hear us? Driveway Auto Body, Brian from Illinois. Give me some sound check, sound and video check very, very quickly. Please, I need to see, type in the chat, let me know you hear. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's going on? Sam Smith, Sydney, VIP. Sounds good. We can hear you. I'm here. Thank you so much. We have 54 people on the line already.
That's
a lot of people on tonight. It's going to be a very, very exciting show. Thank you for getting on today. What's going on? Donique, Jim Carpenter, Fernando, Paul, Caesar, Miguel, Douglas, Cameron. We got iRep, Hipco, and ColoQ. Oscar, Phil C., any VIPs, Tony Vaz, Curtis B., Detroit, fifth time. Ant Dog is in the building. Yay!
68
We got Randy. We got hello from Chicago. New VIP, David, welcome. Thank you very much. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys. So this is a very, very common question I want to talk about. Now, before we get into the live show, I know a lot of you guys know the routine. Aloha, first time from Kailua. If you don't know, I'm from Honolulu myself.
Me too.
She was born in Hawaii.
Same.
Thank you, Caesar. Love my videos. Awesome. Super, super excited to be here tonight. Okay, a very, very common question. Tonight, we're going to talk about what parts or trim you should remove when painting a car. And I'm going to give you some ideas and some reasons why you might want to not worry about it and leave them on or take them off. There's a lot of situations and it all really depends, okay? But before we get into the main show tonight, I'm going to show you stuff on my truck tonight. Just type in the chat if this is your first time watching. I just want to see first timers on here. If this is your first time watching the show tonight, just type in first timer just so I can get a feel for the audience tonight and let me know, hey, no video. Randy Victoria, check out the video because everybody else sees us and hears us, so I know that we are good on our side here. So double check your side if you're having an audio issue. So we got some first timers in the house. Brownsville, Texas. Let me sit down. Brian, first timer. Raul, hello, Raul. First timer. Okay, excellent, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are live. I am live. Yeah, he's telling you to hit the live button on your website, on your YouTube channel, or on your iPhone. Hit the live. It'll refresh, and you'll get a new video. What's up, Juan? What's up, Robert? Tried after last week's lockup. Okay, how many of you guys in here are starting your brand new project? How many of you guys are getting ready to paint your project? Wisconsin Car Tour just became a VIP member. Congratulations in the house. Donique, VIP, congratulations. Awesome, guys. You guys are amazing people, and you guys are why I do what I do. I love teaching you guys. I love showing you guys what's possible with auto body. Been doing this for a long, long time. I'm about to start my 88 Nissan D21. That's an awesome truck, by the way. I love those trucks. Cameron, Kevin. All right, so how many of you guys in here are kind of wondering how far to go when disassembling your car? What parts to take off? What should you do? So we got Ben Buckley, can't stay to watch the whole thing. This is going to be on a replay, so you can come back to YouTube. I'm going to send out a replay link as well, so you could be able to watch this later on whenever you get a chance. Okay? Let's see. I'm a member. I am. Remember, I asked about the Lamborghini DIY project. Okay, fifth time from All right. Awesome. All right. So let's get into the little project here. Check it out. Let's get into some meat of the content, and then we'll do some quick Q&A. Maya, it's going to be a little tough for you riding around that quad in here in the shop. Maybe you could get around it quick. Go. Look, she's riding around her quad in the shop. She's trying to show off. Look, she's trying to show off her quad.
No, I'm just trying to see if I can get a view.
Yeah, you're trying to show off. Don't lie. Okay. So, I'm going to do a quick demo tonight on this truck. Very, very quickly. We're going to walk around. We're going to take some parts off the truck. And I'm going to talk about why I'm taking them off and why you may want to do the same types of stuff to your car. So, let's get to it. All right. So, when doing a complete paint job, it all depends on how much of a good job you want to do, right? How anal are you when you're doing an auto body paint job, right? Do you want to make an impression and do a nice job, or do you want to go half-ass and just do something that just a quickie? Okay, it all depends quickie. So for me with this truck, I'm going to do a custom paint job on it. I want it to come out nice. So I'm going to take everything off. I'm going to take these caps off. I'm going to take the lights out. I'm going to sand these stickers down and get new stickers. I'm taking my windshield wipers off. I'm going to take my mirrors off. I'm going to take the bumper cover off because I have a little repair to do to it. So pretty easy. I got my little tool here, okay? Little tool. I forgot what you call them, but I use it all the time. And it's good for taking out moldings, okay? You go back, it's good for taking out trim as well. You go in the back here, and you just pop it, okay? And you can pop it on the sides here. Everything is all basically on with clips. Show you how this looks here. We'll take it off. Okay, so we got our marker light connected to it here in the back, okay? And everything's on by these little clips here. You can see these little clips, okay? They just snap on. Sometimes you will break them. Sometimes they will break. And that's part of the process. Sometimes there's nothing you could do. You got to pull them off and they break off. So if they break off, you just got to buy new clips, snap them back in here, and then you're good to go again. Let's see if I could take one of these off to show you. These clips. No, these are totally on. I think maybe this one. Let me see. Okay. So you could buy these clips. All right. You go to the dealer. You could buy them. You could check on eBay. Check on Amazon. You could buy them. Try to hit the live again, guys, if you guys lost the feed. Okay. And then you could just snap them back on, and then they just snap back on. Pretty cool. Okay. So we're taking that off. Move over, Maya, please.
All right.
Okay.
77 people, 75.
People go on and off, Maya. People go on and off.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I'm just saying, a lot of people.
Okay, move over, please.
All right.
All right. So we're going to show them the mirror here. I'll take off the mirror quickly. Okay. And what I like to do is I will take off the parts like this. And parts like this, if you want to custom paint them, you could absolutely sand them, primer them, and custom paint them to the same color of the car if you want to. Or you could paint them another color, totally different. Okay? So Maya, please put that in the truck for me on the seat. And these screws, you could always put these in a little container, or you could just put them back in for now. And I like to usually just put them back in so I don't lose them. All right, I'll just screw them in. And then I'll just paint them as well, because you're not going to see them. All right, so boom, off. Another thing I usually take off if I'm doing a complete paint job are these molding weather strips here for the window. They could see it right there. What's up, guys? What's up, Thomas Williams? He said, hey, Maya, aloha, brada. I just started following your work. Thank you, Michael. Is everybody enjoying this so far? Loud and clear. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Things okay? So I roll the window down, okay? And these, they usually just snap. They snap up. Okay, so if I do a quick pull here, boom, they snap out. This is the inside molding here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take the outside out. They just snap. Sometimes you'll have a screw at the very end. From the inside, you'll have a screw, okay? If you wanna get a nice paint job, it's good to take these off. This way you don't have to mask. This one's kind of tough.
Wow.
Let's see if we can get the end here. Hold on.
I'm holding the door. Wow.
Sometimes they're a little tricky.
Looks tricky.
And sometimes you need a little help. Pass that yellow tool for me, baby.
Okay.
Loud and clear. Awesome. Okay, where am I stuck?
Wow, 70 is watching. Wow, 15 said they like it. I hope more is going to come on.
Oh, well, you know, I might have a problem with this one. I might have to.
Maybe it's my turn.
You know what? It's the clip in here. Hold on. Hold on, guys.
Maybe can I talk to them?
Go ahead.
Okay. I really want to see in my own eyes that 100 people's watching, because we always get like 50 or 60, not much 70, but today we got 73 people watching.
Got it.
Got it? Good.
Yeah. Next
This
one.
piece is probably kind of around my hip, but it's pretty tall.
Got it.
That did not sound good.
No, we're good. We're good.
Even though it doesn't sound good, it can really come out really good.
They're good. They're good. Some of these, they just on really well.
Yeah. Well, I'm practicing roller skating. I'm with a four-wheel like that. My dad has a blade.
Okay. So here's the deal. Oh, she didn't have it on. Okay. So you can see that sometimes these things are on really well. And I did scratch up in here to get them out. But you're not going to see that when you paint it.
Yeah.
This is all going to be covered. What I did was, I thought she had us on video.
No, I didn't.
But look, I had to go underneath here like this, and then I hit it like this. Boom. I had to do that a couple of times to break it off, but you can see that we're all good here. The stripping is out, and I like to take them out. This way, when we're doing our body work and when we're sanding, we could easily mask off from the inside, paint it, and it's gonna look nice when we put them back. And before I put them back, I like to get some lacquer thinner and wipe these nice and clean. They look brand new again. You just use a little bit of lacquer thinner and take it, you know, it comes really nice, and then you put them on, they look amazing again. So let me see about this. This is just a regular rubber where they're stripping that can come off. This comes off.
Really?
Yep,
Do
everything.
you think I can do it?
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. This comes off.
Wow.
Okay. It just fits right underneath. Okay. Be careful with these clips here.
All right.
Okay. Oh, they can't see. Okay. So we got our rain guard out. Okay.
I think I can take these.
I'm just going to show you guys one side. Yes, pull.
Oh.
Pull slowly. Okay, boom. And this is off now. Okay, so we got all the rubber off of this door. This is unscripted. I just did it live in front of you. Go ahead now. I'll just roll the window back up.
It's so easy that an 8-year-old can pull it out. Maybe
Okay.
a 6-year-old.
Now, you gotta remember, there's no molding now for the window. Okay, so what I usually like to do is put a piece of tape around it and then roll it back in. But now, There's no molding here. The handle is gonna stay, okay? The handle is gonna stay. I'm not gonna take the glass out of the door. I'm not gonna worry about the glass. I'm just gonna mask it off and shoot it. I'm not gonna take the glass out of the door. Again, it all depends on how much you wanna do. Are you that anal that you wanna take all the glass out? Hey, if it's a personal project and if you really wanna go down to the bone like that, you can. It all depends on what you wanna do. I'm not a glass guy. I was never a glass guy. I can take out windows, but I don't like taking out windshields and the back windshields. I have a glass guy that I used to call. He used to come to the shop, take the glass out, hold it for me when I'm ready. When I'm done with the car, they'll come in and install it. All right, so, and I suggest you guys doing that too, because if you crack a windshield, you're looking at least $250, $350 to get one replaced and all that. So with this windshield, I'm not taking it off. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna mask off my front weather strip here, okay, and window. I'm not gonna take it off. That's how we roll, all right? Because I'm not gonna go that crazy. This is not a gold, you know, I'm not gonna make $1 million on this truck, so it's not gonna really matter. It's a personal truck for me. Go like this, okay? Give it a tug or two, and you take your windshield wiper off, put the bolt back on, okay? You could get a piece of tape, put it on here, mark it, passenger side. I usually put a P and a D, all right? This is a right-hand drive, this side, so this would be my passenger side on the left side here, right? Mike, can you get a piece of, I got my little tape roll here, check this out. I need a marker. Go get a marker over there. It's on the table. So I will go like this. Quick, hurry up, people are waiting. And I will just put a P here really quickly. So I know. And when I'm done, I'm actually gonna paint these like a nice flat black so they look good. Okay, so let's do the other one. Here. We're not going to worry about that door tonight. I just wanted to give them an idea. Okay, you just wanted to get in. All right, so we're just going to take this one out quickly. And I really don't have to mark that one because we know that's the driver's side if the passenger side is marked. Right? All right. So let's also take out this antenna quickly, and then we'll do some quick Q&A quick. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Tony, what is the difference between lacquer thinner, mineral spirits, paint thinner, and acetone? I use paint thinner to clean a hood before painting finish looked brushed on. Okay, paint thinner sucks. Paint thinner is for house paint. All right, you don't want to use that stuff. Mineral spirits sucks. There's no real lacquer in it to really wipe off paint or do anything. That stuff is good to mix with Rust-Oleum paint if you want to thin out paint. Mineral spirits, that stuff is garbage. Acetone is used to make ice. But I don't use acetone for anything. You want to use lacquer thinner, okay? Lacquer thinner to clean out your spray guns. You can clean your hands with it to some extent. But you want to use lacquer thinner to take off glue on panels. Lacquer thinner is the stuff you want to use. It's strong and it's useful. Yeah, ice, Breaking Bad, acetone. Okay, so let me go ahead, guys, and let me take off this antenna quickly, and then we will get into some quick Q&A, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about taking off parts and stuff, and we will get to that, all right? Let me just take this off. Oh, another thing I did here. Wait, I don't want to strip this.
Can I talk to them?
Hold on, hold on. Yeah, you can take over quick.
All right. Okay, now I can finally take over. It's like, I am, wow, 36 people watching.
That's it?
37.
87.
88 now.
87.
88 now. Okay, now, let me show you something.
Okay, anyway, this is hooked up to the radio, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's going to take way too long. But I'm taking out the antenna as well. It's hooked up to the radio inside. So I probably got to disconnect something in the back of the dash. I got it, Maya. I got it, baby. All right, and then I'm going to take this off. So same thing on this side. We're going to take off all those moldings. Rubber grommets you want to take out, okay? Lights you want to take out if you want to. And again, what parts or trim should you remove when painting a car? It all comes down to personal preference. How much of a nice paint job do you want to do? Obviously, the more stuff you take off, the less you have to be tedious when masking. The nicer the paint job is going to come out because you're not going to have to worry about getting overspray on your trim or lights or any of that stuff. So I'm going to be taking the front bumper cover off. The lights are going to come out. My lights are going to come out. My corner lights are going to come out from the front bumper cover. I got to do some body work to this bumper. You can see the bottom was cracked here. We're going to show you exactly step by step how to repair cracks like this and fix this. Big, huge scuffs like this could be easily sanded smooth with 80 grit, coated with a little bit of body filler Bondo, refinished, and made look like new again. Okay, we have a little scraping down here, not a problem. We have a little dent here. This front piece is going to come off. I don't know what color I'm going to paint it, probably black. I did some little flame graphics here on the side. What do you think? Should I do some flames on this thing? I was thinking of painting, the flames the same color as this light housing here. Maybe like blue with blue flames. I don't know. I don't know yet. But take off what you can, That's basically it. All the rubbers, if you could take out all the rubber moldings if possible, take them off. These little rubber grommets, I'm going to take them off. Then you clean them up with lacquer thinner when you're done and pop them back on. Handle, I'm going to paint the same color as the truck. I'm not taking the back window out, and I'm not taking the front windshield out. That's going to be masked up because I'm not going to go crazy with the truck. If it was a classic, different story. Yeah, I agree. Flames are kind of old, but I think if you do them nice, they look good. But I'm not really a huge flame expert. I've done quite a few flames, but other than that, you see how quickly I was able to disassemble that. A couple of bolts, the front bumper cover comes off. So again, that's just a rough idea. You could see here we took off the grill, we took off the emblem because I'm putting a new emblem here. Our marker lights were taken off. Our headlights are taken out. This bumper cover was painted separately. This way we could paint all underneath, right? Nicely and even. This overspray here was from the previous painter because this bumper was painted before. This wasn't from me. I had the bumper removed when I did it. So that's pretty much it. All right, guys? So I hope you enjoyed the little show tonight on, removal of parts, basically all up to you. Now let's get into some quick Q&A for the next 10 minutes or so, and we will call it a night. You guys enjoying this so far? Hope you guys enjoying the show. Please hit like. Please share it with some friends and family. And little by little, we're going to, bust out this truck and we're going to make it look badass. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind Learn Auto Body and Paint mini truck with some cool stuff on it. I'm thinking chameleon. I'm thinking candy. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I want to do something cool so it looks pretty unique. Okay, let's get to some Q&A for the next 10 minutes, and we will call it a night. All right, what's your questions, guys? Start typing in your questions, and if I miss your question, please copy and paste it back in because we're going to start to get a lot of people typing in questions right now once we open it up for Q&A. All right? Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me get set up here. Thank you, Maya.
And for me.
I need the seat. Come here. You can
I'm
stand.
going to keep on standing.
Okay. Woo. What PSI to shoot epoxy primer? It depends on how thick it is. Usually you want to see how it's shooting out. So you could be shooting from 20 PSI, from 18 PSI to 28 PSI. I don't know how thick your primer is, what tip size you're using. It's all going to depend on that. David, let me back up. I have a question. I'm restoring a 1992 Miata. I have everything stripped, and I mean everything. Engines out, windshields out, all interior, even the wiring loom is removed. All panels are removed and is now just a shell. I'm doing a color change. It'll be painted and we'll be repainting the interior. What is the best strategy to paint it? Excellent question. Paint the panels off the car, I think, but I do interior, one pass and interior. Okay, David, you have 3 options. You could do interior and door jambs one day, paint and clear it, and you're done. And then do the outside another day. That's one way. The other way is do everything at once. You could do your interior painting and exterior painting all in one day. And the other way is just do your outside first, let that dry, and then the next day you mask it off and you just do the interior, the door jambs, under the hood, under the trunk, and all that. If you, come on, we got to get to 100 people tonight.
I know, I really want to.
100 people watching tonight.
We want to. Please.
4 more people, get on.
Please, 4.
Right now.
Please, 4.
Okay.
Never mind.
Let's see. What are you saying? Paint. Oh, if you're doing like a metallic paint job or a candy paint job, it's best to have all of your panels on the car, okay? You don't want to paint the car in pieces when you're doing custom colors because you may end up with different colors. You know, you're not gonna have an even shot. That's the deal. When you're doing candy, make sure even if you're doing like a custom body kit color, you wanna make sure those panels are on the car, one piece. This way, when you're doing your custom color, it's on. If you're doing like a solid color, nothing really custom, you could do it all in pieces, okay? I hope this helps. Does this kind of clear things up for you? Lighting is so important when painting, Don says. What are the lights you are using? They seem really bright. I got studio style lights in here. Basically, you know, for green screen. You can buy a set like this on Amazon for around 200 bucks. I also got a bunch of fluorescents up on the ceiling here. Okay, I got fluorescents all around the shop here. That's why it's so bright in here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double bulb, 8-foot long fluorescents on my ceiling. That's why it's so bright in here. But I like fluorescents. I've heard of people using halogen. You can buy a couple of those halogens, 4 corners of your shop, of your working area to get some lighting. And yes, lighting is extremely important because when you're laying on your clear coat, you want to make sure you see it laying on glossy, right? That's the final. You want to make sure while you're painting, it's laying on glossy. You guys getting this so far? All right. What are you touching? Okay, put that back. You're going to get dirty, honey. What's going on, Danny D? Just logging on. Awesome. Come to Puerto Rico. All right. I have a damaged clear coat due to the sun heat. Can I spray clear coat only need? I don't know why everybody asks this question, but I get asked this question so many times it's ridiculous. People are like, I have damaged car. Can I just sand the clear coat and just spray clear coat on top of it? You're already doing all the hard work. You might as well spray a nice base coat, new fresh base coat color on it, and then do your clear coat. Because as you're feathering that chipped clear coat, you're going to be digging through the paint. you're going to be sanding through the metal in some areas, right? It's not going to come out nice. It's going to look like SHIT, literally. So if you're going to be sanding down faded clear coat, prepare to basically give it a brand new paint job, all right? And we show you how to do that step-by-step in VIP as well. How can I remount a hatch strip back onto a Ford Focus after the studs cracked off? I drilled out studs and put the helicoils in the strip, but corrosion started on the inside of the hatch. I don't know, man. It's very hard for me to even tell you what to do without looking at the situation. You know, just by you telling me this is very hard to imagine and to picture to see exactly what you're working on. But maybe buy a new section and weld it in. I don't know. Let's see. I should be sending my first critique to you next week. Thanks for all the Golden Nuggets. Wisconsin, send in my critique to the support. I'll get back to you on that. How do you spray clear coat with no runs? I always run the clear. Well, you know what? It's always better to run than to spray dry. Because if you're spraying dry, sometimes it's going to be very hard to buff out and sand to get glossy. If you run it, as long as you're not running candy or pearl or flake, you'll be able to block sand it flat, color sand it, and buff it out. But the way to not run is to basically know your gun, know your speed, okay? You have to consistently spray the same distance away from the panel, 4 to 6 inches, and at the same speed, okay? Same speed, and keep watching the panel and making sure that it's glossy. You want to make sure it's always glossy, and sometimes you'll run it. I was always known not to run my paint jobs. Even, you know, when I had the auto body guys, they used to pay me to go paint cars when I was 18 years old. I used to go to at least 3 body shops a week just to go in and paint the truck, paint the car, whatever, you know. I used to do all of that. They used to pay me $100, $150 for an hour and a half worth of work, and I used to just go in and just spray. And, you know, you just want to make sure when you're spraying, you're just, you know, like this. I got it, I got it. Nason Clear, it's okay. Nason is okay. It's cheap. It's okay. I like House of Color nowadays. I've been spraying with a lot of House of Color, and it's been treating me good. This is shot with House of Color. I haven't even touched it yet as far as buffing, and I haven't noticed any dieback. This thing is just as glossy as the day I painted it. Came out excellent. Excellent. Really nice. Try Speedo Coat Clear, $59 a gallon. Awesome budget clear. They sell on website, eBay, and Amazon. Try it out. They also have a 2K primer kit for $79. Ship, that's good too. Awesome. So, Maya, I'm sorry, but we couldn't hit the 100 people tonight. Our goal is to hit 100 people on one night. We had 97 people, right? We had 96 or 97 people on tonight at one time. Our goal is to hit 100. Maya. Our goal is to hit 100 one night. And hopefully you guys can come on next time and help us accomplish that. We're still at 87. So it's still possible if you guys hang on enough, we can get 100 people on the call, right? Okay. Thomas. How do I determine if an existing paint on panel is enamel or urethane, or I paint and strip it off? Well, if you sand it and the color comes off, it's single stage. It's single stage enamel. It could be synthetic enamel. It could be acrylic enamel, whatever it is. If you sand it and it looks milky, or white comes out, like if you have a red car and you're sanding and it looks milky white, that's the clear coat. So that's how you tell. If I have no experience and want to learn auto body and paint while doing your program, do you recommend I go work for an auto body and paint shop? Yeah, I think that's a good way. Or just work on your own projects. Go through the auto body and paint program. Are you a VIP member, Curtis? I think you are. and just start doing your own little mini projects. Why don't you pick up like a little motorcycle and learn on that? You know, unless, I mean, if you want to go work for a body shop, go ahead. I mean, that's all good. Come on, guys, hit like. It's not the like, it's the amount of people on the call. We got 80 people on now. I'm starting to lose my voice tonight. What's the best way to spray chrome rims? You want to sand it down. You could use like a 150 grit, sand it down, prime it, sand it again with 400, and spray it. Do you recommend I go to work for I answered that. Hi, Tony. I'm a newbie here. I started to get any painting tools, but I really love Paint Job Works. Awesome. Those of you guys brand new here want to check out VIP, check out VIP right over there. Teach you everything you need to know about auto body and paint. I'm a VIP member for Flipping Cars, but did not purchase auto body. Curtis, invest in auto body. You're going to learn so much here. It's amazing. Hey, Tony, what's the tool you use to pull a damaged dent in front of the hood of the Godfather ROM project? What's the tool you use to pull a damaged dent in front of the hood? The come along? You mean this? I use the come along. It's called the come along. Okay, it's just a little jack. You hook one side, you jack it, you crank it, and it pulls out. If it wasn't that, it was probably my stud welder, which is, it's put away in the box in back of my BMW over there. But it's basically a stud welder. All right? Yes, Driveway. Purchase the car flip program. I mean, dude, you're just going to be investing in yourself and your education. You're going to get a bunch of tips. You're going to get ideas from stuff that works, you know, not from theory. I do this stuff every day to make money, and it's just, you know, investing in yourself once, and you get a lifetime of repeated income back by investing in your own education. That's all. All right. Let me spit my gum out. See if I can get it in there in one shot. Ah, shit. It's stuck to the wall.
Where? I'll hold it.
Right here.
Uh-oh. Don't show them.
It's on my shoe now.
Ew. It goes everywhere. Okay, can I talk now? Maybe.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, my stuff.
Go ahead, go talk.
Okay.
Hey guys, she just wants to talk. She wants to tell you some stuff. Guys, go here to check out VIP. Well worth it. Right here. Go ahead, Maya.
Oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be a farmer.
Talk here.
And for this season, my dad bought my mom and dad bought me some farm books. So I'm like, okay, if this is good, if I can grow strawberries and garlic for fall and early spring, I'm like, okay, maybe I can do it because I'm going to be here for 6 months. And I'm like, okay, the strawberries will grow and the garlic will grow. So first I'm going to start with that. Then maybe some flowers and other stuff, maybe. And maybe we will just have fresh strawberries in the garden. One thing about strawberries, they say the one in the market, they pick early because then they look very nice red and beautiful in the supermarket. But my book says instead of picking them early, you should leave them on for a little longer until they're very dark red. Then they'll be much sweeter and very better. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should leave it on for longer and see the difference. Because they're kind of sour, the one that we get. I'm like, just put in a smoothie already. I know, strawberry is really good.
Okay, let me get in here. Guys, got a couple of questions for me.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening to my daughter here. She likes to talk to people here. Caesar said he just ate some good strawberries. Strawberries are delicious.
I know that is true.
Okay. Wisconsin Car Tour. Since I'm a VIP member, can I just email you a question referring to flipping cars? Or should I say, any questions referring to cars or VIP email? Well, Wisconsin Car Tour, we do a live show like this every Wednesday night for Flipping Cars for Profit. If you have an ad critique, personally ad critique the flip that you're doing. So send VIP support an email. Send us your ad. Let me know how much you're invested in the car, right? How much you bought it for, what you put into it, all that, so I know the information. And I can make you a one-on-one personal video on recommendations on how to make your ad better or do whatever you got to do to it, all right? So I'm here for you for that. Yes, David's a common issue. Probably left the paint on, the tape on too long. Best way to apply primer on bare metal. Make sure it's sanded with at least 150 grit, sanded, and then you could lay epoxy primer right on top of it. Use a 2.0 tip, 1.8 to 2.0 tip, spray it on, and you're all good. What tools are the most essential for prep? What kind of prep? You know, I don't know what you're talking about, like prepping to mask a car for paint or everything. I mean, we want to hear her. 80 people watching. Can I use Rust-Oleum paint for the frame on my truck or use body paint? I would use, I don't know why people are so crazy about Rust-Oleum. You know, I think it's okay. But for the same price, you can get a real automotive paint that'll probably last you a lot longer, dry harder, because you got real hardeners that you're mixing in, and you'll get a better finish. Use automotive paint. Don't use Rust-Oleum. You might pay a little bit more for automotive paint, but it's worth it. What grit sandpaper to use to buff a black paint job? I will start with 1500, go to 2000. You may even want to go to 2500, but final for me, I always go with 2000 grit. 1500 grit, my dad used to go. I like to go with 2000. Sometimes I start with 1200 and I'll finish off with 2000, but you got to make sure it's really finished with 2000. Even if I do it with 15, I always love to wash it down with 2000 grit. What's the best tip size spray gun for clear coat? 1.2, no, 1.3 and 1.4 for all automotive painting. Even if you're painting cabinets, automotive paint, single stage paints, dual stage paints, base coat, clear coat, 1.3, 1.4. I use a 1.4 tip for all of my painting, base coat and clear coat. Hey, Tony, I'm Marvin from Jamaica. I want to start a body shop repair at home. Is it possible to start with 30-gallon air? Absolutely. Start with a 30-gallon, rock it, make some money, upgrade to a 60-gallon. How many days to wait for wet sand and buff? I like to wait. It depends. If you're doing a customer job and you got to get the car out tomorrow or the day, you could buff it the day after and get it out. Okay, just don't wax it. Wax, you want to wait at least 2 weeks for the paint to cure. I like to wait a good month because I'm not in a rush with any of my custom paint jobs. I'll wait a month before I color sand and buff it. I painted this last month. I haven't color sanded and buffed it yet. I painted my Miata last year and I haven't color sanded and buffed it yet. I plan to do that within the next couple of weeks. So my Miata has 2 heavy coats of clear on it. I plan to color sand and buff that very, very soon, and it's going to come out perfect. Oh, and I'm going to record every step of the process for you, every little detail. If I goof up, if I burn the paint, if I make a mistake, I'm going to record everything. I'm going to show you how I fixed it. I don't think I'm going to make a mistake, but if I do, that's what I do for the VIP guys. I document every little step, and I'll upload it to the VIP members area for you. Are Nason paints good? Nason paints are okay. Nowadays, I like to use PPG. I use PPG, and I use House of Color Clear Coat. Those are my 2 favorite right now. For those of you guys who want to check out VIP, go to that site right there. For those of you guys who want the free auto body book, go to that site right there. On pretty long tonight. I want to say thank you, everybody, for getting on. Omni is just a cheaper brand, just like Nason is with DuPont. Omni's the cheaper brand for PPG. Still good paint. I still use Omni base coats. but I like to use a more expensive clear for my clear coats because the clear coat makes a big difference. Okay, guys? Thank you, everybody, for getting on tonight. I appreciate the crowd. I appreciate you getting on. Thank you so much. I do this for all of you out there. Please like, please share. Please tell your friends and other family members about the show. Meet us on next week. And yes, they do still make Shopline. Have fun with your strawberries. And
Thank you.
we will see you on next week. And I guess that's it. We did not hit 100 people tonight. We were at 97 people tonight at the highest. And we want to hit 100 people next time.
Yeah. And please like our video.
Please like our videos. Thank you, guys. I'll see you at Learn Auto Body VIP. Have a great night.
And
Cheers. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good Friday. Have a great weekend. Okay?
everybody. And eat some good strawberries.
Good night. Good night. Thank you for getting on tonight.
Okay, bye, John, somebody.